We've all been there. Moments when relationships feel heavy, where one word sparks an argument, where we feel misunderstood, judged, or even trapped by our own thoughts. Most of the time, it's not that we don't care or don't want things to work. It's that we unknowingly live under rules and beliefs that hold us back. But the good news is, though, there is a way out. In his book, The Four Agreements, Don Miguel shows us how making a few simple promises to ourselves can completely transform the way we live and connect with others. And today, for day 59 of my challenge to read 60 books in 60 days, I will share with you four of these powerful promises that can really change your life and your relationships. Transition. If you've ever found yourself in one of these situations, these moments where things don't seem to go your way, like everything you do in your life does not work, like life itself does not work correct, like everything is against you. You try, always ends up the same way. You fail. At a point, you cannot keep yourself from thinking, something is wrong with me, something is wrong with my life. It is unfair, not the situation itself, but the suffering you cause to yourself by your attitude in such moments. That's why you need to make to yourself this first promise to become impeccable with your words. Like the Bible says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word is God. This emphasized the importance of words, something we, of course, overlook. We say whatever comes in our mind. We say negative things upon our lives like they were blessings. When you start thinking to yourself, I'm such a loser, I fail again, how can I be so fat? Every negative word you say is the word you believe. And what you believe is what determines what you can do and what you cannot do. So when you say, I will not do it, you will not do it. When you say, I cannot get the job done, you will not get the job done. When you say, something is wrong with my life, something is really wrong with your life. What you say is what determines what you can do in life and what you cannot do. When you say, I can't do it, it's possible, you will make it. That's why the first promise you should make to yourself is to never say anything negative upon your life. Because words you say can destroy your life. What you say can either motivate or discourage you, but it determines your performances in whatever you do. That's why you have to become impeccable with your words. Say what is positive. Say what builds, not what destroys. Sometimes you will feel like you are surrounded by too much negativity. Like everybody around you is mean to you. Like what people do to you is always in order to hurt you. If this resonates with you, make this promise to yourself. Don't take anything personally. Here is the first thing. You are the one who decides to believe or to not believe what people tell to you. So if somebody is mean to you, they criticizes you or insults you, you don't have to believe. You can choose to overlook what they say. What they tell you reflects their inner world, not your value. So you choose to believe and to suffer, or you just choose to overlook and move on. When a person is criticizing you, usually it's just a projection. They are just projecting who they are onto you. These criticisms are just how they feel about themselves, and they are just projecting it upon your life. That's why you got no reason, absolutely no reason to believe them. Because if a person is criticizing or insulting you, chances are what they are saying is just what they feel about themselves. They are just talking about themselves, but they are just projecting it upon your life. That's why you got no reason to feel bad for what they say to you and to take things personally. Sometimes you will feel like it is not you, but people who take things too personally. Like this time, you hung up with friends and you just wanted to share this quick story about the time you and this good friend of yours were in a nightclub. And your friend wanted to seduce a girl, so he went to talk to that girl and he got rejected. This time you were laughing about what happened, the two of you, because it was funny. It was a funny story, and you just decided to share that funny story to everybody that night. But this time, when you share the story, the friend does not want to laugh, does not think it's funny. He gets up and leaves the room. Don't embarrass yourself the next time. Make this promise to yourself. Never make assumptions again. Here is the problem with assumptions. It is easy to make. It is easy to assume that it is going to be funny because we used to laugh about it. So you even forget the circumstances. You even forget the situation and the environment you are when you're making the joke. But in your life, making assumptions is never a good idea because what you assume becomes like what you believe. It is literally the truth for you when in reality, it is not the truth. It is what you think is the truth. It is what you call the truth, but it got nothing to do with the truth. That's why assumptions will lead you to think people hate you. It will lead you to think people are literally conspiring against you when it is not the case. That's why you never want to make assumptions in your life. When you think something about somebody, please get close to the person and ask the question. Ask for clarifications. Never make any assumptions. You have this feeling. Sometimes you will make efforts. You will do whatever you can, but despite your efforts, you will fail. And you cannot keep yourself from thinking that you are such a failure. Something is wrong with you, not with the work you've done. You did not do enough, and you are blaming yourself for this. And of course, it causes you to lose your self-esteem, to lose your self-confidence. I want you to stop this by making this promise to yourself to always do your best. Don't do less. Don't do more. Don't size your efforts. Don't measure your efforts. Just commit to always do your best, full stop. Don't try to do more than you can and don't do less than you can. Don't fall into this trap of, I will either achieve success or I will die trying to achieve it. You just want to do your best. Do not do more. Do not do less. Focus on the input and completely ignore the output. Focus on the efforts you can produce and don't care about the result. I hope this video was useful for you. I wish you to apply these 4 promises to your life. I will see you tomorrow. Yet, definitely, it's going to be the day 60 of this challenge. Do it 60 books in 60 days. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.